from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 6th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A shooting in Tamaqua this morning around 8:30 in the area of Cherry and Spruce Streets, and 2 people were allegedly shot at. The Tamaqua Area School District and surrounding businesses were placed on lockdown for around an hour. Police say they did not find a victim of this morning's incident. Tamaqua police responded to the scene and searched the area for any clues. We spoke with Chief of Police Rick Weaver this morning.
Responded. Couldn't find any victims, no shell casings, and witnesses weren't cooperating, so right now it's still under investigation.
Police obtained surveillance footage from homes in the area. Chief Weaver believes the shooting was not random and could have been drug-related. Anyone with information is asked to call Tamaqua Police at 570-669-5000 or dial 911. Children at a bus stop just a block away were picked up moments before the shooting, and police locked down the schools as a precaution. The lockdown was lifted at 9:50. State police, Schuylkill County sheriffs, and municipal officers from Tamaqua, Klein Township, and West Penn Township assisted in that search. Police are investigating a large fight that resulted in shots fired at the Rancho Latino restaurant in Wilkes-Barre. Police said that in the morning, officers were called to the restaurant on Grove Street on a report of a large fight. A bouncer told police that he broke up the fight and someone had pointed a pistol at him. Officers later discovered blood and bullet casings at the scene. The gunshot victim fled the scene and was not located. No description was given if the suspect was found. Anyone with information is asked to call Wilkes-Barre Police at 570-208-4200. An accident on West Butler Drive just after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Emergency responders from Butler Township responded to the scene and found a 4-door car into a home. A telephone pole was severed by the accident, and a transformer on that telephone pole was leaking. Sugarloaf Ambulance took the victims to the Valley Regional Fire Department, where they were flown to a local trauma center. A portion of the road was closed down from 309 to Sarah Lane. Traffic was being detoured around the accident. No word on how that accident happened. Police are still investigating. PPL was called to the scene to fix that pole. A man from Hazleton says nearly every day after school, several high school-aged children are fighting outside of his house, destroying his property and yelling profanities at him, and he wants it to stop. One concerned elderly couple who reside on Lincoln Street in Hazleton have witnessed multiple fights that kids who are walking home have gone into. A concrete wall on their property that kids used to sit on has been allegedly damaged by their fights. Today we spoke with the homeowner, Bob Condrick.
If you go outside and look at my wall, it's a brick wall with them big, heavy slabs on top. And the little girls and the boys used to sit there and take a break because they had to go all the way up the hill up Lincoln Street. Okay? It never bothered them. They never bothered me or anybody. Then I heard this crash, as I told you. I went and I looked out the door. I seen all the boys looking down, but I couldn't see the sidewalk because of the banister on the front porch. And they were all looking down and pointing. I said, what the hell are they looking at? So I opened the door and I went out. That whole slab, it had to take at least 2 or 3 of them to lift it. That's how heavy it is. And they dropped it on the cement sidewalk and it smashed into pieces. Okay? And I said, hey, come back here. Who did this? Who did this? I says, oh, you just got to pay for this. And all I got was a finger.
Condrick says that it isn't the property that he's worried about, but he is afraid that someone will get severely hurt.
I went out on the street one day and I hollered up and down the street. I said, does anybody on this street care? What's going on? I said, someday a kid's going to get killed. Then there's going to be big trouble.
The police have been called to the home multiple times about the fights, but no arrests, to his knowledge, have been made. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton Police at 570-459-4940. Pennsylvania State Police in Towanda say the elderly man who suffers from Alzheimer's has been found in Broome County, New York by a Broome County resident. 86-year-old Leroy Gaylord Hawley went missing Sunday night. He was last seen dropping his daughter off at her home in Towanda Borough, and he did not return home. At the time, Hawley was wearing a blue and yellow short-sleeve striped shirt, blue jeans, gray sneakers, and glasses. He was driving a black Dodge Toyota pickup truck at the time, and Hawley suffers from Alzheimer's disease and is known to have heart complications. That Broome County resident told police where he was. You may call it an anonymous donation, but officials in West Hazelton are calling them guardian angels. West Hazelton received a $5,000 check from someone who does not want to be named. All they ask is that the money be used for the police department. The money donated will go towards new computers in the police cars. West Hazelton Mayor Frank Schmidt said it will help crack down on crime and that he is extremely grateful for this donation.
I'm just overwhelmed how these people are coming to me and donating money, and they don't want their names mentioned. They're very nice people. I had a good conversation with them, and they gave us the $5,000 to go towards these new computers that are going to be in the police car. They're $17,000. And what it does, it reads all the tag numbers. When they're driving down the street, it reads the tag numbers on both sides, and they can tell if the person that owns the car is wanted, doesn't have insurance, or expired license or anything.
Even though the computers will cost $17,000 and they have $5,000, they're working on coming up with the rest of the money.
We received $5,000. The computer itself is $17,000. We're working on a couple other people. They said they may donate money towards it. So hopefully we'll get enough, and as soon as we get enough, we want to buy one of these computers and put it in the car. And I'll tell you, it's going to clean the town out. It's going to clean all the criminals out of here.
If anyone would like to make a donation to the West Hazelton Police Department, you can give them a call at 570-455-3733. Coming up this Thursday at Trinity Lutheran Church on Maple and Church Streets will be the annual Peach Social. Members of the church have been preparing for this great event that helps raise money for the church. Betty Lou Utt told us that everyone is invited to come out and enjoy some peaches and ice cream along with other foods.
We're going to have our annual Peach Social this Thursday, September the 8th. It's going to be from 4 to 6:30. We're going to have peaches and ice cream. And we're going to have beef barbecue, pork barbecue, ham and bean soup, pasta fazool, hot dogs and chili dogs, and beverages. We have this fair every year, and this is our annual Peach Social.
Tickets will be available at the door. They are $4 for adults and $2 for children under the age of 12. Again, the Peach Social is this Thursday, September 8th from 4 to 6:30 p.m.
It's open to the whole community. We like to have you come, and it's a great place to get associated with the people in the neighborhood and the community, and everybody should come out to Trinity Lutheran Church this Thursday, September the 8th from 4 to 6:30. All the ladies of Trinity and members are making all the food. It's homemade, and our members are serving it. So please come out and join us.
All right, so you won't want to miss that event. Residents in West Hazelton will soon be receiving new garbage and recycling receptacles this September. WYLN's Abby Piskel has more from West Hazelton.
Garbage Day comes once a week, and soon residents of West Hazelton will be able to place their bags into new containers. Garbage cans may be something that not every person owns, so they place their bags at the street. Due to weather conditions or animals, trash can be scattered throughout the street and the neighborhood, causing quite the mess. West Hazelton Borough Council President Mark Yeager said enough is enough and did something about the excess trash that was laying in the streets.
Well, a few weeks ago, I was on the phone with Jonas Kreitzer, the representative for County Waste, our sanitation company that picks up our garbage every week, and I was just complaining to him about the garbage laying around and people not using garbage cans, and it seems like every garbage day there's a windstorm or a thunderstorm and everything's blowing around town. And he said, hey, why don't I get you some garbage cans? And I said, hey, that would be a great idea. And I just thought he was joking. And next day he pulled in the borough building here with 2 brand new beautiful garbage cans. He said, we'll give one to everybody in town. Every address in town will get a new garbage can and a new recycling bin.
County Waste, who is the borough's garbage collectors, is supplying West Hazelton residents with not only a garbage can, but one for recycling as well.
These containers are heavy duty. They retail for over $100 a piece, and we're going to provide one free of charge for use for each resident. And we think it'll help clean things up and streamline operations and just give the whole town a better, cleaner feel, and also allow us to get some automated trucks in here and to be more efficient, productive, and safer in the collection.
Vice President of Business Development for County Waste, Jonas Kreitzer, also hopes to bring automated garbage trucks to the area to help with the pickup and act as a safety precaution for those who work on the trucks.
The automated trucks are side load trucks. They have an automated arm. They can reduce labor. It's typically one operator who can operate it from inside the truck. We don't have a manual laborer who's on the back of a truck. That's something that's gotten increasingly unsafe in a lot of, especially in towns, in more urban areas where, there's more often people texting and driving or just distracted driving, and accidents happen, and things like workers' compensation insurance have gone up and continue to go up. So it's an opportunity for us to be safer in town and to also be a little bit more productive in the way we pick up the trash.
Mayor of West Hazelton, Frank Schmidt, is thankful for the new containers to keep the borough clean.
I'd like to thank the manager of County Waste. We really appreciate what they're doing, and we're really grateful for everything. We thank them very much for this opportunity, and we know we're going to have a safer and cleaner town. Thank you.
Residents can expect these new receptacles free of charge in just 2 weeks. In West Hazelton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Thank you, Abby. Fun Fest is just 4 days away, and tonight we continue our countdown. The theme this year is Community Heroes. Fun Fest will be celebrating and honoring all those in the community who make a difference. Fun Fest will take place this weekend, September 10th and 11th in downtown Hazelton, and you won't want to miss all the fun, food, and entertainment planned all weekend long. Fun Fest is a family-friendly event, so make sure to stop by. Sunday, September 11th will be the annual parade starting on Broad Street in West Hazelton and making its way to downtown Hazelton. Coming up tonight, our Abby Piskel will have more details on this year's Fun Fest from committee members. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Another bright and sunny day for our viewing area, but what can we expect temperature-wise for the rest of our week? WYLN's Gary Perna is in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic and is in the Weather Center with all the details. Gary?
Well, Ann, today was a great day to be outside, just like yesterday was, and good news, the rest of the week is looking like that. And let me tell you, the rest of the week's going to pan out to be pretty good. Look at the temperatures today, though. 90 out in Williamsport, 90 in Selinsgrove, 86 up in Avoca. We'll talk about the great temperatures that are going to continue to move through our area for the rest of the week. And, of course, Fun Fest and Friday Night Football all coming up in just a couple of minutes. Ann?
Thanks, Gary. Coming up next, more about this weekend's Fun Fest in Hazelton, plus thinking about heading out on an ATV this weekend or in the coming months. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton will have a free safety demo for all those interested. We'll have more details on that event coming up and a little later in the newscast. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Downley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic.
It's the Labor Day sales event at Berger Family Dealerships.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Get shielded for $29.95 a month with the Sloman Shield. Free security system and installation. Your free installation includes one touchtone keypad, backup battery, 3-door contacts, 1 motion detector, lawn sign, window decals, 1-year maintenance plan. Stour Propane customers receive a $50 credit when you sign up for the Sloman Shield. Get protected today. Call Mikey Stour at 570-233-5185 for more information. Stop at Zakovich's Farm Market, 432 Fairview Street in Tamaqua, for all your fresh-picked seasonal produce. When you're done, stop right next door at the Rough Cut Barbecue and choose from a delicious menu. Produce stand is open daily from 9 a.m. to 6, and the Rough Cut Barbecue is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, noon until 7. Zakovich's Farm Market and Rough Cut Barbecue, 570-467-2039.
The streets of Hazleton will be hopping this weekend as Fun Fest rolls into town. With the theme of community heroes, superheroes, members of the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce and the Fun Fest Committee want to focus on all of the good within the Hazleton area for the 38th Annual Fun Fest.
This Saturday, September the 10th, and Sunday, September the 11th. So last minute final arrangements related to the big parade on Sunday the 11th, and we're really excited. We have a couple of new things going on this year thanks to Evergreen Raceway on Saturday as part of our car show. We're going to also have on display at least 5, if not more, of the different race styles of cars, and the teams will actually be on hand with their race vehicles so people can get an up-close and personal look at that.
Nothing puts the fun in Fun Fest like all of the food and entertainment that will be happening all weekend long.
And always associated with Fun Fest is fun, family, and free. So we'll have lots of different food varieties on the street, both the 10th and the 11th. There's kids activities also free where they will get to meet some community superheroes at the Can Do lobby from 12 to 3. Our active senior adults will have a bingo in their building also from 12 to 3 that day. And I think there might even be some superhero callers on hand for that.
The annual Fun Fest parade will be happening on Sunday, September 11th. WYLN will be broadcasting the parade in its entirety, and WYLN's very own Gans family will be this year's parade grand marshals.
As you know, the big announcement is always about who will be the grand marshals of the Fun Fest parade on Sunday, September 11th, which kicks off at 2:30. The perfect grand marshals for the 38th annual Fun Fest parade is the Gann family, Pat, Joey, and Joe Gans, who have impacted not only the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce and the Greater Hazleton community, but so many nonprofits by their tireless investment of time, energy, and the talent of the entire WYLN team and crew to get things done. So whether it's the annual cancer telethon, the one that they've done and worked on since its inauguration with Helping Hands, or any particular issue that comes up in our community, the Ganses are the first ones to step up and offer assistance to get it done. And so they truly are the best representation of community superheroes.
Again, be sure to check out all the food, activities, and of course the parade happening in downtown Hazleton this weekend. Coming up next, Gary Perna is in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik with a full look at our forecast, plus details on an ATV safety program at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. All that and much more coming up here tonight on WYLN News. Stay tuned.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want, you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. The summer clearance event is going on now. Stop in today. First week of the new month, it's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress with favorite monthly features like The Time Traveler and Affordable Adventure. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area. Gennaro Gardens is now open, a new constructed mid-rise for people 62 years and older. They offer one-bedroom, energy-efficient units. In your golden years, don't worry about maintaining a large home. Let them help you. Units are also handicap accessible. For information or to apply, call 570-497-4422.
Not looking too bad outside today. Temperature is 79 degrees. We've been hovering around 80, so not too bad around the entire area throughout the day. And dew point not looking too bad either. Heat index, it's 79 degrees, so not really feeling any humidity out there. The winds are coming out of the north, so not too bad of a day today. Kind of almost repeat of yesterday, and we may be hitting a repeat button again. Let's take a look at the other stats for today. Not looking too bad. 80 degrees was the high of the day, low of 59. And we got that high temperature, 334 this afternoon. And the highest wind gust we saw about 19 miles per hour. A little windy, cool this morning in the 10:30 hour. Taking a look across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, not too bad. 90 out in Williamsport. I said at the beginning of the newscast, I mean, just beautiful weather for all the kids being back in school, all of us being back at work. So, maybe old Mother Nature, I should say, is playing a little joke on us that we all have to be back in at work or at school. We're getting nice temperatures now. We're not too hot, not too cold, at just right temperatures throughout the week we're going to get here, but not looking too bad. Mostly sunny to partly sunny throughout the Commonwealth. The wind speed's not looking too bad either. A little more windier than yesterday, but not too much we can complain about looking at those temperatures and just those wind speeds. So your 7-day forecast, not too bad either here. As we get ready for Friday night football coming up, and of course Fun Fest, not bad. Wednesday, 82, mostly sunny. Thursday, we see 86 as a high and mostly sunny as well. Kind of the same for Friday, a little lower in temperature, but as we get 84 for the high, 63 for the low. So when we get in there for Friday night football, of course, as we're broadcasting from Mahanoy area's game, not too bad Friday night for our crew, but Saturday and Sunday, looking at it for Fun Fest, not too bad to be out in the streets of downtown Hazleton. Be nice for the Sunday parade, 74 degrees and mostly sunny. Those lows looking not too bad either, and of course we get ready for the next work week, not too bad as we continue through the month of September. Stay with us, more news is headed your way right after this.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2016 Kia Optima. Right now with zero down for only $159 per month, or buy it for $18,998. Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life.
Electric Frog Designs, 323 North Hunter Highway, Route 309, Drums, offering full-color banners and signs, vehicle lettering and graphics, campaign signs, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and medals. 788-2333.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio that's now open. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still, definitely the best.
When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid shale and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291.
A special program will be held next weekend at the Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton. The trauma program will be hosting an ATV safety program on Saturday, September 17th from 10 a.m. until noon outside of the emergency room. Trauma program coordinator at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, Alexandria Malinka, says the program is all about safety.
We are going to be basically promoting safety. We have somebody coming from Harrisburg who's associated with a SCORE program that stands for the Sensitive, Curious, Off-Road Enthusiasts, and they really promote a lot of safety initiatives in accordance to state safety laws for ATVs and other off-road vehicles. But the most exciting part is that we have an ATV simulator actually going to be here on site with the men that are in charge of that whole program to give our community the ability to see, review a lot of the laws and changes.
Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziali discussed the ATV problems he's seeing in the city of Hazleton.
Unregistered vehicles, they're in violation of Title 75. If in fact we come across them, we are going to seize them We're going to issue citations. We did see some things on social media that was quite disturbing with the rate of speed, driving on highways, doing things that just putting the public in danger. So we will address that matter. How we will address it, we're not going to discuss because we don't want to tell people how we're going to do that and then have them know our method of how we're going to enforce those operations.
To register for the event, you can call 570-501-4554. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
When I'm elected, things will change, but I promise you one thing, no one will beat a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one!
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
I don't care what my opponent said. I knew for a very long time that no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
On Late Edition Sports, we'll bring you top plays. But how about the top teams? Here are the WYLN Week 2 High School Football Power Rankings. Out of the rankings, Lehighton and Lake Lehman after each taking L's. In there, North Schuylkill, the Spartans improved to 2-0 after knocking off Steelton High Spire from District 3. Number 6, Williamsport, big offense, still questions on defense for the Millionaires. Pottsville at number 5, they haven't played a Schuylkill League opponent yet, but making non-league statements. Number 4, Blue Mountain, the Route 61 rivalry versus the Tide this year should be real. Schuylkill Haven, a solid 3 in consecutive weeks. The Hurricanes have knocked off teams in the big school division. Now the top 2, they flip-flop. Wyoming Valley West struggled with Hazleton before prevailing, so they dropped just 1. Meanwhile, Berwick with a bump to number 1, 86-0. That's the Bulldogs' combined scores through 2 weeks, and that is hard to argue with. After 2 Fridays in the Wyoming Valley Conference, WYLN's Game of the Week heads to Schuylkill County, but still with some WVC flavor. This Friday, we will be live as Holy Redeemer visits Mahanoy area in a District 2 versus District 11 matchup. Both teams won in Week 1, but suffered Week 2 losses. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Later this week, we'll have reports from both the Golden Bears and the Royals. That's it for sports. Stay tuned.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones. So Eric, you just talked about some of those top players. I mean, they're looking at this higher heat on Friday, so we'll see maybe some of them work a little better.
Last week was a little bit cooler. Week 1 they had to deal with some cramping issues, took timeouts for that.
Yeah.
Last week wasn't an issue, but we might see that again this Friday as we're down there live in Mahanoy.
So I guess you're looking at when we talked a few weeks ago about getting used to the heat.
Yeah, that acclimation word.
Acclimation word worked out pretty well, I guess, for some of those teams getting used to it in 2 days, but maybe they should have cold acclimation. Do they do that?
Later in the season? No,
yeah,
that's a good idea. Maybe pitch that to the
just thinking of
PIAA.
right off the top of my head?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
But this Friday, Holy Redeemer at Mahanoy. We'll be there live at 7 o'clock. So.
All right. Definitely won't want to miss that game either. Have a good night, everyone.
for joining us tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. For presidential candidates, summer is over and the finish line is in sight. Just 62 days until Election Day, and a new poll shows a tightening race for the presidency. Karen Travers has the latest from Washington.
It's the final sprint to Election Day.
Hello, Tampa!
Hillary Clinton campaigning in the always critical state of Florida, where the race is tight.
Donald Trump is totally unfit and unqualified to be our president.
Donald Trump on the trail in Virginia, where polls show Clinton with the edge. Before an audience of veterans, the Republican blasted Clinton on foreign policy.
Putin looks at Hillary Clinton and he smiles. Boy, would he like to see her.
But the Clinton campaign out with a preemptive strike. This new ad titled Sacrifice.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do.
I think I made a lot of sacrifices, built great structures.
In an exclusive interview yesterday with ABC's David Muir, Trump dismissed ongoing calls to release his tax returns.
As far as my taxes are concerned, the only one that cares is the press. I think people don't care.
Taking questions from reporters for the second day in a row, a first, Clinton fired back.
I just think he's dead wrong. He clearly has something to hide.
The thinking goes that post-Labor Day is when Americans traditionally start to pay attention to the campaign. This morning, a new national poll from CNN shows the race a dead heat.
Donald Trump has now blown through his cap. He used to be capped at 42 or 43. He's now up to 45 in this poll. He's at his personal best.
Hillary Clinton is ahead in many of the key battleground states that will decide this election, but if the national polls tighten, those state polls could tighten as well. The United States is committing $90 million over the next 3 years to help Laos clear unexploded bombs